it's hard sometimes to look in the mirror and really have to realize maybe you're not the person that you necessarily thought that you were. That's just a result of trauma and life circumstances. I've been so just very public about my faith journey and how my relationship with Jesus has helped me to not be so hard on myself. It's discouraging out here sometimes, life smacks you in the face and it can be hard to get back up. God knows what we're going through and just wants us to be the best versions of ourselves. And so that for me in that perspective has really changed everything. I think relationships for anybody they're hard to navigate. It's a constant, dance, if you will. And yeah, I think being inspired by my relationship has, definitely produced some great music. And, sometimes you got that writer's block or whatever, but, I said it before, but love is kind of like the foundation of life, and love being the foundation of kind of like my music in general. So it's important to me that I'm singing about kind of what I'm living. Basically, for a while there, I felt like I kind of lost my purpose, or felt like I lost my purpose. And I feel like I finally got my purpose back. And I just want people to be encouraged by that and be inspired by that and know that, hey, maybe I lost my purpose, or maybe I don't know what my purpose is, but that word is so important in life, just to have something to reach for and have that purpose. And I don't know, I have this platform to do so much, and I want to be able to inspire people.
What is your purpose?
I think my purpose is to inspire people and use my platform to help people, because people want people to win when they're making an effort themselves to want to win. And
of course,
before I wasn't making the effort to want to win, I was just isolating myself and making myself feel or seem like I was unrelatable. People love vulnerability because you're showing that you're human, and you're showing that you're you make mistakes and you are human, and it's just relatable.
There's strength in vulnerability, though, right?
Yeah.
There's strength in you coming out and explaining how vulnerable you are.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And how open you are.
For sure. And it takes a lot as a man, too, to be able to suck that pride up and because for a while, I just you don't want to say sorry. You don't want to feel like you're weak, because a lot of the times when you show your emotions, you feel weak, or people tell you that that's weak when you cry or when you do this. I'm a really emotional guy, so I'm a crier. I'm someone who's really open with my emotions. And for a while I felt like I couldn't be, and I felt so guarded that I wasn't being able to be my true self. A lot of celebrities and a lot of people lose their ability to communicate with normal people, and it's because they get to a point where they don't have to engage and respect someone else's thoughts and respect, because it's all about them, and people are around them and laughing at jokes that aren't funny.
It's yes.
It's yes. And I had those people around, so I know. And I thought, I must be the funniest dude ever, because everyone's always laughing at everything I'm saying. But it got to a point where I was just I could feel it. I I don't feel happy. All these people are smiling around me and making me feel like but it's unauthentic. But that's not what God is. If God is based on love, it's I love you first, regardless of what you do, rather than you do this and then I'll love you. Does that make sense?
He loves you no matter.
He loves you no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can go do what you want, but it's you've developed a relationship with God,
and
so that you don't want to do that other stuff.
Yes.
And you don't want to be judgmental. You don't want to hurt people, because you're God loves me. But when it's about religion and about the works and about all this other stuff that's just kind of irrelevant, as soon as I could understand my worth and knew that hey, people aren't giving me what I need. People are always wanting something. I can never tell if something's really authentic, but when I really sit in my room and I'm alone and I can just God, are you there? I feel this connection with something that's a higher being. And picture it as being a perfect thing.
Yeah.
It just puts an ease to my soul that's I can't describe. I think, sometimes as challenges come at us in all shapes and sizes. You know, sometimes it's reflecting on the blessings in our life that get us through those chapters. And so, yeah, sometimes it's like, you know, if someone who I'm going, you know, is going through some stuff and I'm dealing with whatever issues I'm dealing with on a day-to-day, like thinking back to, you know, wow, like I prayed for a wife. I wanted, you know, that consistency in my life. And here I have this beautiful blessing in my life that often can just be overlooked because we're just, you know, living together day by day, and, you know, challenges come up and insecurities come up, and you start to kind of take for granted the person that is with you. But if you can remember, like, hey, I prayed for this moment, I prayed for this person, and here they are. I think just becoming an adult and realizing what is really important in this life. And, you know, if I'm going to continue to do this thing that I'm doing, releasing music and facing the scrutiny that comes with it, you know, what is my reason? What is my why? Why am I continuously putting myself on the line to be criticized? And, you know, there has to be an ultimate goal that far exceeds the painful reality of people's opinions. So I think for me, that is identifying my why. Here I have this opportunity to go to the studio and make something with this gift that I've been given. You know, I don't have the gift of, you know, I don't have much of an education. So it's like, but I do have one gift, and that's to make music. And so, like, if I can use that to bring people some sort of rest and reprieve and, you know, escape from their day-to-day struggle, like, that's ultimately what I want to do. And I think a lot of artists, they have their own, whatever their reason or their meaning is behind their stuff. But for me, I want to just be in the people business, and I want to keep connecting with culture. And as long as people want to hear from me, then I want to continue to give them records and content and whatever that looks like. And so, like, I want to keep evolving with the times, and I want to keep being connected to what people are into, and I just want to continue to grow as an artist and give people what they want, but also make sure that it is connected and makes sense to what I'm going through, and that kind of whole thing.